WNEP presents the Super 16 Scholarship Bowl.
Good evening, everybody. This is it. We're very excited tonight because this is the championship game of the Super 16 Scholarship Bowl. Tonight, Shikellamy versus Towanda. Both Shikellamy and Towanda each defeated 3 other schools to get to tonight's championship. I'm Nolan Johannes.
And I'm Marisa Burke. Everyone here tonight is a winner of college scholarship money. The members of the winning team each receive $1,500, and the members of the second place team, or the runner-up, will each receive $750. Now we will introduce the 2 championship teams.
First, the Shikellamy, and the coach of the Shikellamy High School team is Carl Askew. He's the team coach. He's also the enlistment program coordinator for Shikellamy High School. Now to the team members. Aaron Blanchard of Sunbury. Aaron is a senior. Number 2, William Tressler of Sunbury. He is a sophomore. Number 3, Jeff Temple, the captain of the Shikellamy team tonight, and Jeff is also a senior. And the 4th member of the team, Jesse Fecker, a freshman, also from Sunbury. The alternates for Shikellamy tonight, Jamie Neidig and Eric Shearer.
Here now the Towanda team, the blue team. First of all, Gary Bailey is the team coach and English teacher at Towanda High School. Sean Strickland of White Sox is a senior at Towanda. Bill Zagorski is the team captain. Mike Riley of Towanda is also a senior. Emily Fan lives in Towanda, and she is also a senior. And Chris Bailey is the alternate for the Towanda team. Tonight's Scholarship Bowl judges are Dr. Don Free, Chairman of Humanities and Professor of History at College Misericordia, and Dr. Mahmoud Fahmy, Dean of the Division of Graduate Studies and Adult Education at Wilkes University. We thank them both for being here tonight. Now we'll begin the first round of play.
Okay, that means they have toss-up questions for both teams. Are you ready? Here we go. Pencils ready just in case you need them. First question. A goiter is an enlarged thyroid gland caused by a deficiency of what chemical?
Towanda, Bill?
Iodine. Iodine, right.
All right, Towanda's first on the board with 10 points. Bonus question for Towanda. Listen carefully. Quote in full the first sentence from Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. Just the captain answers. Okay, go ahead, Bill.
407 years ago, our founding fathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
Judges, will we accept that?
Judges are consulting, and they say no, not quite. Very close.
There were a couple of words misplaced in there. The answer, 407 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Just a couple of words misplaced.
Okay, the score 10 for Towanda, nothing for Shikellamy. Question number 2 for toss-up. Both teams ready? Which planet has the most moons?
Shikellamy, Jesse?
Jupiter.
Wrong. Towanda, you have a chance. Bill?
Saturn.
Saturn is right.
That is correct. Okay, bonus question for Towanda. The grandfather of Noah, this venerable man, died at the ripe old age of 969. Who was he?
Methuselah.
That is correct for 20 points.
Next is toss-up. Both teams. Here we go. Name the New York Yankees slugger who set the Major League record for the most consecutive games played. 2,130.
Towanda, Sean?
Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig is right.
Another bonus question for Towanda. Listen carefully. Match these famous rulers of antiquity with these ancient kingdoms. The rulers, Solomon, Xerxes, Hammurabi, and the countries, Babylon, Israel, Persia.
Solomon, Israel, Xerxes, Persia, Hammurabi, Babylon.
That is absolutely correct. For
All right.
20 points. Very good.
20 points for Towanda. That makes it 70 for Towanda, nothing for Shikellamy. This is our next toss-up question. Here we go. Who led the nationalist forces to victory during the Spanish Civil
Towanda, Bill?
Franco.
That is right, Francisco Franco.
Bonus question for Towanda. Name the 3 cities the Braves, currently of baseball's National League, have represented.
12 seconds for bonus questions.
Okay, all right, the bell rang. The answer there was Boston, Milwaukee, and Atlanta.
Next question is a toss-up question for both teams. Was the mother of John the Baptist named Rachel, Elizabeth, Bill, Towanda?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, right.
All right, another bonus question for Towanda. Quote the line from Hamlet that immediately precedes the words, "Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune."
To be or not to be, that is the question.
And that is absolutely correct.
Next, bonus question, or excuse me, toss-up question for both teams. This novel centers around a successful businessman whose viewpoint and sympathies are determined solely by his business interests, his personal pride, and his comfort. The novel is by Sinclair Lewis. What is the title?
Towanda, Sean?
Babbitt.
Babbitt, right.
Okay. Bonus question for Towanda. This region of 50 million people calls itself the largest nation on earth without independence, although a nationalist movement known as Rook has recently demanded self-rule. In the last 70 years, this land has endured 2 world wars, 2 major famines, 2 genocides, and the worst industrial accident in history. Name the nation.
The Ukraine.
That is absolutely correct.
And those bonus questions or points really mount up. Towanda 140, Shikellamy nothing. Here's another toss-up question for both teams. A fire recently destroyed the sets for Dick Tracy and The Sting in which Hollywood?
Shikellamy, Jesse?
Universal Studios.
That is right.
Okay. Shikellamy gets on the board. And here's a bonus question worth 20 points. This Asian country's prime minister resigned in November after he lost a vote of confidence in Parliament, ending 11 turbulent months in office that was capped by violent rioting between Hindus and Muslims. The prime minister was VP Singh. Name the country.
India.
That is correct, Jeff. For another point, for 20 points.
All right, that's how it adds up. 30 for Shikellamy, 140 for Towanda. Here's the next question. Identify the actor and the actress who played the lead roles in the motion picture Music Man. Music Man. All right, that.
Okay. Can we give the answer to that one? I guess we
Yeah, I
can.
guess we better.
Because that was the buzzer. For the
Robert Preston and Shirley Jones. All right.
Okay.
The end of round 1.
And we will return after these messages from our sponsors.
The WNEP TV Super 16 Scholarship Bowl is brought to you by your nearest Acme supermarket, College Misericordia, your local Pepsi-Cola bottlers, and Stroud.
All right, welcome back. Here we go with the beginning of round 2. The score, Shikellamy 30, Towanda 140. We start, of course, with another toss-up question for both teams. General Robert E. Lee commanded the Confederate forces during the Battle of Gettysburg in July 1863. Who was in charge? Bill, Towanda. That is right. General Meade in charge of Union forces, right?
Okay, Towanda has a chance for another bonus question. Here we go. 4 state capitals in the United States bear the names of presidents. Name all of them. You have 12 seconds. Bill?
Lincoln. Jefferson City.
I need 2 more.
Jacksonville. And
Okay, you didn't give me one, and the other one was incorrect. It's the answers Jefferson City, Lincoln, Madison, Jackson. Okay.
Toss-up question. Both teams eligible. Here it comes. If I mentioned Nerva, Domitian, Diocletian, Hadrian, Tiberius, Caligula, and Claudius. What would I be talking about?
Towanda, Bill?
Roman emperors.
Roman emperors, right?
Okay. Bonus question for Towanda. 2 Americans became the first to fly over the North Pole on May 9th, 1926. One was Admiral Richard E. Byrd. Who was the other pilot? Well, seconds. Bill, any idea?
Perry.
That is incorrect. The answer is Floyd Bennett. Floyd Bennett. Towanda now has 160, Shikellamy 30.
And the toss-up question. In 1951, the greatest percentage of immigrants coming into the United States were Polish. Today, the largest percentage of people immigrating to this country are from what?
Shikellamy. Jesse? Mexico?
Mexico, right.
That is correct. Bonus question for Shikellamy. Listen carefully. Astronomers normally classify galaxies into 3 basic categories depending on shape. What are they? 3 basic categories. Astronomers normally classify galaxies. Depends on their shape. 12 seconds. Okay, time is up. We're sorry about that. The answer, elliptical, spiral, irregular.
Of course. All right, here we go. Now, this is a toss-up for both teams. How many cubic feet are there in a cubic yard?
Towanda, Bill?
36.
Wrong, Bill. We'll give Shikellamy a chance. How many cubic feet are there in a cubic yard? Jesse?
27 feet.
27 is right.
All right, bonus question for Shikellamy. Tennis players vie for the Davis Cup. In Japan, what sportsmen vie for the Emperor's Cup 5 times a year?
Sumo wrestlers.
We will accept that.
All right.
Very good.
Shikellamy, 70. Towanda, 160. Next question for both teams. The most frequently visited museum in the United States is located in Washington, D.C.
Shikellamy, William?
Smithsonian.
Correct.
That is correct. Bonus question for Shikellamy. A greenhouse is a place where plants are cultivated. What is a charnel house? What is a charnel house? Time is up. The answer, a place where corpses or bones are deposited.
Ooh.
Did you know that one, Nolan?
No, but I've just learned it. I think I'll forget it as fast as I learned it. Next question, both teams. What year will you find inscribed on Plymouth Rock?
Shikellamy, William?
1620.
Right.
Bonus question for Shikellamy. What jellied gasoline was used extensively in bombs and flamethrowers during the war in Vietnam?
Napalm.
That is correct for another 20 points.
Toss-up question, both teams. The United States currently controls the Panama Canal. What nation has control over the Suez Canal?
Towanda, Bill?
Egypt.
Egypt, right.
Bonus question for Towanda. In which of Shakespeare's comedy plays do we read, the course of true love never did run smooth?
As You Like It.
Answer, A Midsummer Night's Dream. We can't give you the 20 points there, but that was a good try.
Okay, toss-up. Both teams. Vases or vases of porcelain were popular in the ancient art of China. How do you spell porcelain? Don, Towanda.
Porcelain.
That is right.
Bonus question for Towanda. Name the first 5 presidents of the United States in order of their inauguration. Must name all 5. First 5 presidents in order of their inauguration.
Washington, Jefferson, Adams, Madison, Adams.
Okay, that is incorrect. The answer we were after, Washington, John Adams, Jefferson, Madison, and Monroe. Okay.
Toss-up question. It's 110 to 180 right now. There are 11 men on a football team, 9 on a baseball team. How many on an ice hockey team?
Okay, I think Bill got that in.
Okay.
This is the buzzer for the round 2 going on. Bill?
6.
6 is right.
All right, and we will give them chance for the bonus question, okay? For Towanda, how many sides are on 10 squares and 2 triangles? Bill?
46.
That is correct.
All right.
Okay, and that is the end of round 2. Our score right now, Towanda 210, Shikellamy 110.
We will be right back with the lightning round in just a moment.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the lightning round consisting of current events and general knowledge questions. Our score right now, Shikellamy 110, Towanda 210, but this is the round where Shikellamy can catch up very easily. I'm going to ask the first toss-up question in this round. Here we go. Iraq last week emptied huge quantities of oil into what body of water?
Bill, Towanda.
The Persian Gulf.
That is correct.
Identify the country with the largest population in the world. Bill, Towanda.
China.
That's right.
What country last week apologized to Israel for helping Iraq develop weapons?
Mike, Towanda.
Germany.
That is correct.
Thomas Jefferson's famous home was located near Charlottesville, Virginia. What was it called?
Shikellamy, William.
Monticello.
Right.
Multiple choice. B-52s can carry out a style of bombing called Shikellamy, Jesse.
Puppet bombing.
That is correct.
The Supreme Court traditionally convenes on the first Monday in October. How many justices are on the court? Bill, Towanda.
9.
9, right.
There is a famous block of limestone in a castle near Cork, Ireland.
John, Towanda.
Blarney Stone.
That is correct.
In order to be termed organic, a substance must consist of...
Shikellamy, Jesse.
Carbon and hydrogen.
Choose one of those.
Carbon.
Carbon is right. You chose the right one.
Okay. Who spoke the only word in Mel Brooks' silent movie? Shikellamy, Aaron.
Marceau.
That is correct.
Priests of what rank in the Roman Catholic Church are addressed as Your Eminence? Bill.
Towanda, Bill.
Cardinal.
Cardinals, right.
Iraq last week fired missiles into Israel and what other country? Towanda, Bill.
Saudi Arabia.
That is correct.
What's the motto of the Boy Scouts?
Shikellamy, William.
Be prepared.
That is correct.
Most of the heat on the earth comes from the sun. What is the next largest?
Jeff, Shikellamy.
Geothermal energy.
Judges are shaking their head. Yeah, the answer, interior of the earth. We will accept that.
All right, next question. How do you spell vaccine? Jeff.
Vaccine.
That is correct.
Amid tight security, the Super Bowl was played in what city?
Bill, Towanda.
Tampa.
Correct.
To which town were Jeffrey Chaucer's characters making...
Shikellamy, Jeff.
Canterbury.
Canterbury, right.
That's the answer. Who assumed power as Cuba's head of state on January 1st, 1959?
John.
Fidel Castro.
That is correct.
Tennessee has a border with 8 other states. What state has a border with only 1 other state? John, Towanda.
Maine.
Maine is right.
Correct. An NCO is a non-commissioned...
Bill, Towanda.
A non-commissioned officer.
That is correct.
Who led the National Basketball Association in scoring every year from...
Shikellamy, Jeff.
Michael Jordan.
Wrong. Sorry.
Towanda? Towanda? Anybody on Towanda?
Right. All right, time is up.
Okay. I think
Time is up.
Right.
That's right. I'm sorry. I should have finished the question. Nobody had a chance for it. We'll put it down. Right? You're curious? All right, we'll tell you. Scoring every year from 1960 to 1966, the answer, Wilt Chamberlain, because of the date.
Okay, here we go. 2 Iraqi planes were shot down at the same time by a pilot from what? Shikellamy, Aaron.
Saudi Arabia.
That is correct.
Who said there's a sucker born every minute? Jeff.
P.T.
Shikellamy.
Barnum.
P.T. Barnum, right.
The oil spill Iraq created is much bigger than the Exxon...
Valdez.
That's right, Jeff.
No. That's...
Oh, excuse me. Jeff was answering from Shikellamy.
Okay. That was incorrect on Shikellamy's part. Let me go over the question for Towanda. The oil spill Iraq created is much bigger than the Exxon Valdez spill off the coast of what state?
Mike?
Alaska.
That is correct.
And that was also the buzzer, which means we will be right back
And
to
we
present
have,
the trophy for the winning team.
right, which is Towanda with 330 points.
Congratulations, Towanda. Nice going, Shikellamy. We'll be right back.
We mentioned in the beginning of tonight's game that no one goes home a loser, and that's certainly for sure. Here with the Shikellamy team, you each get $760 in scholarship money, and congratulations once again. Carl, very quickly, was there any way particularly to train for this competition this year?
We spent many hours playing Jeopardy and Trivial Pursuit and going through cultural literacy books and mythology, all kinds of subjects like that.
Congratulations are in order once again for Shikellamy. Very good. Nolan, you're with the winning team tonight.
The winning team each with $1,500 scholarships. Now, congratulations to the players tonight. You did a real great job. For the coach, however, how do you prepare, Gary Bailey? How do you prepare these kids for something like this?
My toughest job was picking 4 kids to represent Towanda High School, and I told our faculty, I asked kids in the senior class who knows a lot, who has the confidence and personality to go out and hit that buzzer. And this is the team we came up with. And
you can sure pick them, Gary Bailey. All right, congratulations with 330 points and the championship. And Marisa, what do you have here? This is
Very nice trophy for the winning team tonight. There you go.
There you go. Congratulations to Towanda High School, the winners of our first Super 16 Scholarship Bowl.
All right, and that is the Super 16 Scholarship Bowl for the season. Thanks so much for staying with us and watching.
And we hope you all enjoyed it at home. If you did, we hope you'll let us know. Thank you very much. Have a nice season.
Bye-bye.
The WNEP TV Super 16 Scholarship Bowl has been brought to you by your nearest Acme Supermarket, College Misericordia, your local Pepsi-Cola bottlers, and
Super 16 Scholarship Bowl this year. Students from 16 schools were treated to a luncheon today at the WNEP TV studios. Then Nolan and I helped hand out trophies to the 2 top winning teams, number 1 Towanda and number 2 Shikellamy. Students on these 2 teams won a total of $9,000 in scholarship money.